What is going on, family? I am extra excited today because we are going to be talking about the band Windwaker. Since I started my channel, there has been a few bands that I have completely fell in love with. And Windwaker was that first artist that I felt a connection so strongly to their music that I had in so many other bands that I had in my life. Windwaker was the first one that gave me that feeling since starting my YouTube channel. So I've tried some things out and things don't work, and I have never really been able to really find a great way to kind of talk about the music that I was already more familiar with versus doing a straight up reaction to one. But somebody recently reminded me that it's not really so much about showing me the music. Sometimes it's about getting the music to other people. When they made that comment, it finally clicked in my brain because overall, that's what the point of my YouTube channel was supposed to be in the first place, was to introduce people to great music. In 2022, they replaced their lead vocalist with Liam. This past July, they released their first album, Hyperviolence, with Liam as the frontman. And right now, Liam has been going song for song, giving the explanation and kind of the behind the scenes look about the individual tracks. So I think that it's only natural for us to go ahead and do the same thing. We'll start at the beginning.
Hey, what's good? It's Liam, and today I'm going to take you behind the song of the opening track from our latest album, Infinity. Infinity was a track that came together for the first writing week that we did together. We were recording live group claps, and the whole entire goal with this song was to really create a sense of expansion, largeness, and that would create a real epic, anthemic start for Hyperviolence, which is where we get into the lyrics. So being a follow-up to Love Language, I wanted to touch on the theme of love without retracing ground that was already explored on that album. Instead, I wanted to sum up and encapsulate the state of finding love and the pitfalls when it's applied to the modern world. At the time, it felt like it would be a miracle for someone to find love in a world that's devoid of compassion and empathy. Not to mention how much pain and hurt the world has endured in recent times. But every relationship that you would encounter moving forward would result in one or both parties coming to the table with some form of past experience or baggage that would not allow them to be compatible as maybe they would otherwise. And that's Infinity. Give it a listen. Our whole album is out. It's called Hyperviolence.
I loved how he touched on the fact that every time you're coming to a new relationship, you're always coming with baggage, which would typically be a major red flag for whoever that next person is. If you really think about it in the terms of the long scales of your life, no matter, and especially if you have multiple long-lasting relationships, that there's always going to be baggage and there's always going to be a backstory and there's always two sides to that story. When somebody splits up and is no longer together, the other person is always the villain in the story. And because that is the case, he's tying it to the overall idea of an infinity cycle. Let's listen to the song.
Before the other does. The funny little things keep piling up on top of us. So long ago I lost your touch. I'm giving up. I'm giving up. Why, oh why is it so right? I'm fake to read what I desire. Get what I desire. Yeah, right, so long.
One of the things that I love so much about this record was I feel like it was a great way to intro the overall album and where we're going to go with the rest of the overall theme of the record. To me, it's been one of those things that I've always taken the intro to an album very, very important. What are you setting us up for the rest of this journey? What is this overall record going to be about? And are you going to give me that feeling kind of in the intro and in that first song? Are you going to give me that feeling or are you not? Some people do, some people don't. The first words that you hear on this album is, how do we keep going on? Even though this song ties into the idea of relationships, it definitely is the same kind of overall thought when you talk about any of the other stuff that we're going to get into on the rest of this project. This entire album is a cry for help in every imaginable form. I really like the overall sound and energy of this record. It has a very like uplifting feeling, even though we're talking about those woes and those troubles in those relationships. It doesn't have like the anger and the aggression that some of the other tracks have. And I just feel like that translated really well as the intro record for this album, because I feel like it was just the perfect way to really intro the overall project.
Let me catch you up. I've been living in my bubble. Don't know if this could be love. I feel like this could lead to trouble. But we live life hard. We don't need to waste no time. So we keep it going. Just a ring what we desire. Don't wanna run till I can't get better. Run till the blood's gonna start around me. Don't wanna run cause it might get better. I just can't stand the sight of me. Come on, come on, come on. Oh, don't wanna run, but you're so far when you walk away. You wait so long and then all they do is walk away. You broke so much in the world. Every day has been an open scar. You're not a star. I know who you are. And now you always seem so troubled. Don't know who loves you, but you're so far when you just walk away. I just get so stuck. I'll never be enough to walk away.
I love what they did
My
here.
luck, I don't know how to love. Just walk away. You wait so long, but then all they do is walk away. You broke so much of the world. You broke. Every day has been an open scar. You're not a star. I know who you are. And now you always seem so troubled. Don't know who loves you, but you're so far when you just walk away.
You definitely cannot tell me that you did not feel that. The overall best thing about this record is it gives you like a little bit of a taste of everything that you're going to get throughout this record. You get to see the fact that he will go like in all directions with the vocal ranges. And I can testify that live it is just as good. You can hear influences of like R&B, hip hop, pop music, rock, of like all kinds of different genres from all over the scale. I swear to God, like it's all over the scale. Like Homeboy, his favorite rapper is MF Doom, which is fucking kick-ass. Like, come on now. Like, MF Doom, of all the rappers, MF Doom. That's street cred right there in the USA, baby. And the overall sound of the band is kind of difficult to describe, but I feel like they mix like a version of like core with like EDM sounds, and really honestly like the coolest and best ways. Whether all the electronic stuff is simple or complex, it is fire throughout the entire record. I mentioned earlier that they sound really great live, and I will testify, and you can take me away in handcuffs if I'm lying. Every time that they come to the United States of America, I will be hitting shows. Every time. Every single time. Remember how I mentioned MF Doom earlier? Well, Liam was actually a rapper before he joined this band, so the singing aspect is newer to him. And if it means anything at all, I feel like he made the perfect decision in joining this band, because he gets to rap now, he gets to sing now, and he also gets to scream. And boy, does he do it good. I appreciate you so much for hanging out with me today, and be sure to let me know what you loved about the song Infinity. And if you haven't joined the Foxtrot family, there's always room for you. Until next time, I appreciate you for watching.